with round two. Finally, Vicious and Delicious versus Arcane Nova. Woo! So hopefully the spectator wants to be nice and no one wants to get kicked out or anything. So picks and bans coming through. Vicious wanting to ban out Circuit. And you were telling me that, well, Soul was going to be banned out because you've seen it in Benny Q's hands.
Yeah, we've seen what Benny Q can do. We saw it last night. And Benny Q is just a monster on Soul. And Soul in general is considered a monster right now for very, very good reasons. And since Soul is now available, I expect to see her banned out on red side pretty much constantly. Unless you know for a fact that the person on the other team cannot play Soul.
Well, and then the question is really what role do you want to put her in? You could also put her in the ADC position. You could put her in the solo. You could put her in mid. I mean, so if you grab her first pick, it's kind of like, well, where at this point in time is she going to go? But speaking of first picks, we have the newly reworked Zeus being hovered over. He's been popular lately as the rework. I mean, he puts out a lot of burst damage. I mean, it's a good god. Mobility's not there, so kind of factors into some of the reasons why he's not picked too much. But Awielik's actually going to be the top pick for the boys in blue.
Aggressive jungler, a solid one to pick up there, and no, I cannot fault it, especially if it's going to be played in the solo lane by most likely jungle, most likely by Totable, I believe. But we could see maybe Madam Psychosis playing an Awielik's jungle.
It could be a Geb here picked up for a support just for the whole knockups. I mean, if you're trying to go ahead and do that, actually Ninja Sniper is left with Isis available right here, and that's probably going to be the pick as Ninja Sniper's Isis is one of the better ones out there. So with that going to be hovered over again, maybe looking at the Guardian pickup with the Geb or somebody else with a knockup to kind of help out that Awielik, or you might even see the Bacchus like we saw last game.
I mean, especially with the impressive game that Bacchus had, even though it did turn out to be a defeat. It still was a very solid game, and they got plenty of time here. We could also see maybe Tupac playing something like, Kumbhakarna being hovered and locked in actually there. So, Sleepy Guardian being locked in for the support role of Vicious and Delicious.
Kumba just does... I played against the Kumba the other day. He just does so much damage. It's like, retarded. It's like, get this thing off of me. It's like, I don't even know what to say to him. It's like, please get this thing off of me. The Sleeping Giant is really annoying to deal with as Agni will be locked in for the mid lane role for Arcane Nova this go around. Banning phase 2 coming out, and with Jing 10 and Soul being banned out already, they might go to look at, they're going to take out the Wii for Benny Q.
And locked in immediately there. Benny Q knocking his hands on Hui, but there's still Freya, and, plenty of other ADCs in the market as well, in addition to a Shibalanke, who had a very impressive performance last game as well, but we're in Arcane Nova's court at this time. Roasty got some time and options, played a solid Bologna game last time, so we could see another Bologna lock-in for Arcane Nova. Instead, they're stealing Shibalanke away quite quickly out of the gate here, and Shibalanke locked in for Arcane Nova.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be the pick. We saw what he did last game. If that can happen in this one, again, I mean, they can go ahead and roll out. I mean, Arcane Nova was on the back end of the burner of the Shibalanke, so maybe they're like, you know what, let's go ahead and do this one this time around.
And, that's one way to take care of things, but Vicious and Delicious looking to respond with a Boxer themselves here. Amuz and Cobb hovered over a pretty incredible Boxer with a few issues of his own, most notably being the lack of escape, but why escape when you can stand and fight?
Yeah, AMC just a very, very tough pickup. I mean, he's got a really good push, especially going against a Sobek Shibalanke, and he'll definitely have them under tower pretty easily right there, so he should have no worries there. It's just still a tough matchup with anybody that has mobility. Thor's going to be able to catch up to him. Agni can dash toward him, and Shibalanke can even dash toward him if he needs to. But at the same time, that disarm that AMC has is really annoying to fight against.
Oh yeah, it makes him incredible for boxing this. So even when Shibalanke gets that crit online, you're going to be struggling to deal with an AMC in a duel situation as well. So Vicious and Delicious have picked up an incredible boxing champion there, and one way to actually put Shibalanke down earlier on in the game and keep things down. Now Bologna being hovered on, likely to go the way of Roasty 2032, so I definitely expect this to be locked in as the solo laner here for Arcane Nova.
Benny Q or Bologna. You know what? I've just got B's and C's
Bologna
and
Q.
Hells. Bologna Q. I got Heart QQ. Benny Q. I got Heart QQ selecting Bologna, and then I got Benny Q in my head. It's all confused. There it goes. I promise you, I have done this more than once. I swear.
I believe you. I think I was there for some of the other ones.
I've been there for some of the other ones, as this is just... These God tradings are just getting me right now. As the trading continues, I mean, both teams looking pretty strong. Sobek pickup's going to be nice right there. Vicious and Delicious, definitely a very experienced team as well sitting here. The Kumba pick is going to be the interesting one, and the Fenrir, so they have some tankiness going on there. So we'll see at the end of the day how it turns out for them.
A lot of bruisery style here out of the, well, support and, well, solo laner here, as Fenrir will become that bruisery assassin who brings a lot of people in position here. So I'm really interested to see where this goes from Vishus' team comp here. Whereas Arcane Nova on this side have a pretty solid standard comp you would see in a lot of situations.
Yeah, they definitely do. Nothing really too fancy going on over there on that end. But like I said, the game is getting ready to start here. We are at the countdown timer, so just give us a little bit, guys, and we will be right back with our round 2 game of Vicious and Delicious and Arcane Nova, being brought to you by Detonate GG on Friday Night Smite. All right, round 2 has just begun. About 60 seconds until the minions are going to walk down the lane, and minion 42, 37, 64 is going to die. That's not what you're here. You're not here to see minions now. You're here to see Vicious and Delicious versus Arcane Nova.
And, well, in the process, minions will die, but so will many, many players, most likely, as well. A lot of the games we see recently tend to involve very high kill counters, especially when Vicious and Delicious get a bit vicious here, walking forward quite quickly, but Arcane Nova in no place to be engaged upon.
They do that every game, Vicious and Delicious. It's kind of just their little thing. They put the ward right there by the red buff. They want to see what's going on. If they feel they have a kill potential, they'll go ahead and do mid harpies and try to go ahead and get the first blood on top of any one of the 3 players that's going to be ganking the mid lane right there as soon as they come out from the red buff. So, weary does Arcane Nova have to be of that potential?
You've got to pay very, very close attention. That's one place where you can get caught up for an early first blood, especially from Vishus and Delishus, especially with a Fenrir on the table here. That's just a ton of front-loaded damage. If Ninja Sniper had also held on, it also ended up being able to level up that Spirit Ball. If somebody was caught out, mind you, then that would have also been a free kill. So, all in all, you got to be careful when you're going up against an invade of that
Well,
style.
it looks like this is what's happening. The mid harpies as Ninja Sniper are gonna support his Shadow Isis. Look at that! Look at that Shadow Isis, dude. So here it goes.
Shadow Scenes are so cool, like, especially with the effects here. But they're going to get rid of these mid camps fairly quickly, and they're actually going to move maybe a bit aggressively. They're waiting around the corner for somebody to step to. Panda Puncher could be in some major danger here unless he takes the long way around.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah.
He spots him though, but the trees are up and the kill is set. Panda Puncher will.
Oh, the dash is there, yeah.
First, though. But he's going to have a rough time clearing now that Ninja Sniper. He's got the wind gust. He's got plenty set up here, and he cannot find his way forward to clear with that dash right now.
Even and this is what they do. Yeah, this is what they. Yeah, that's what they do. They get Purple Pot Isis, they go ahead and try to swarm, and then they go left. They go right to the Purple Pot. Sobek is literally 10% HP, and he was disarmed, not able to do anything. The B's doing so much work. AMC has so much pressure. Purple Buff going to be taken away. That's going to be some experience that they're not going to be able to get up right there with most of the minions in lane gone. But with the camp being taken, I mean, blue team is still ahead over here in the duo lane.
Yeah, blue team still solidly ahead, and even then at the same time, Arcane Nova going to be forced to just watch and respond slowly but surely. Vicious and Delishus absolutely controlling the pace of the game right now. Dumas in a lot of trouble. Metapsychosis as well, but like you said, the B is just doing so much work in these fights. As Roasty actually finds the first kill onto Tupac over in the solo lane right there, and things actually coming back nicely for Arcane Nova right now.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a little aggressive. Not sure what happened there. He had a couple of health pots and multi-pots available. Probably had him ticking. Might have just brutalized into the wave. Something along those lines and took too many archer shots. But the solo lane kills really shouldn't happen that early in the stage. As the back harpies on the left-hand side are going to try to be taken. Roasty!
Roasty again. Tupac again going to bite the dust right there.
Tupac teleported in using his 4-minute TP level 1. And at level 3, he jumps into a wave, I'm guessing. And again, I don't know what happened. Must have been the same type of situation, going over-aggressive.
2 kills in a row in the solo lane, especially in the lane, which was like, outside of jungle intervention, you usually don't see any kills come out in this lane, especially this early on in the game.
Well, actually, I'm being told right now by production that there is going to be an upcoming pause here in a second because Tupac is having a little bit of a frame issue. So this is possibly what is going on here. As Tupac is, now that I'm hovering over him, yeah, he's having even a little bit of issue attacking some of the minions he saw. And, well, anytime you play a game, if you are a professional gamer of any sorts or just like to play it, frames per second are a thing. And if you don't have what you're used to playing with, it could be murder.
Yeah, especially with how mechanics intensive Smite can be, especially compared to a lot of other MOBAs as well. You need every little frame and every little second counts here. As now Dumas almost going to get caught out there, but the tree going to fall short, not locking him down as Benny Q and friends going to just disengage him. And just Sniper almost caught out in the middle by that wall, but he's safe and sound for now. And yeah, I can definitely see it now. So Paw should be coming out in the next few moments then.
Yeah, it should be coming out here as soon as I just got it. We are obviously on a spectator delay of a couple minutes here, so we don't really have every little detail going on and off here, but at this point in time...
big pluck right there, actually in the mid lane here. Panda Puncher in danger. Panda Puncher in the grave right there as one knockup, one kill. Totable finding the Suku knockup for a quick and dirty kill.
Well, while that was happening, I was looking at the right lane to see how Tupac was going to handle himself. He ulted to make sure he wasn't going to get in any danger. He's still doing fine. He's level 5 versus level 6. At the end of the day, I mean, he's down a few hundred gold. There's the restart that we said was probably going to... We'll probably go back to a pause here in a second. But, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, this is just... It's not that bad of a lead. It's a Bellona versus the Fenrir. Fenrir's going to get relatively tanky anyways and be that kind of support assassin character that you...
Mm-hmm. So even though he's not going to be able to get the massive, like, early game you kind of want him sometimes, Tupac's going to scale up quite nicely, become that tank presence for his team, get in there, get the free stuns off with his leap and AoEs as well, and then just feed somebody to the back line if he wants to.
See what's going down right there as we wait. I'm going to get free cam and I'm going to crabs. Hi, crabs.
I mean, if only you could see the crabs in your normal cam as well sometimes.
I know, I mean, sometimes it's this cool. I mean, you kind of forget the detail they put into this map right here, like crabs and... There's a boat all the way over here. There's one like under the water hanging out, and all sorts of things on the left-hand side of the map that no one ever pays attention to.
I'm still waiting for the days of match of the day where the crabs come out of the lane and start attacking people in left lane.
It's gonna be
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, we got about a 2.
Imagine that like giant enemy crabs popping out, just clawing you.
Well, we're gonna take a quick little break up here. It gets about a 2-minute pause, and then there's gonna be another little Pause coming right back after that as just again Tupac having a little bit of client issues, not able to buy items when he came back in the game. So we're gonna hit up the pause screen until this resumes afterwards. Give us a few minutes, guys, and we'll be right back with the round 2 game. All right, guys, and we are back with the Friday Night Smite action. Apologies for the pauses as Tupac was having some issues. During that pause, actually, we ended up just letting it ride out, knowing that the second one was coming up. Tupac ended up falling a third time to the Bologna right over there in the lane, so he's going to be really far behind in this moment. But hopefully here on the left-hand side, Benny Q able to make up for that. He'll go ahead and find the second kill for Team Vishus and Delishus. So he'll go ahead and take out the Sobek, but here comes Panda Puncher going here trying to knock down the bombs, and Metapsychosis looks like he's going to fall here.
He's caught in the sleeping. No way out of this one. Gonna get the disarm to keep him safe for now, but Heart QQ gonna secure the kill, and off to the start goes Shibalanka here. Vicious and Delicious. They're even on gold, surprisingly, here, but the kills on Arcane Nova sitting on all the people here. Tupac will drag Roasty under tower here, but Roasty, he's so tanky right now, looking for Tupac. We'll find the fourth kill in Tupac right there, as now Totable locks him down, knocks him up, and takes him down. A revenge kill onto Tupac right there, but at the same time, Roasty sitting at 4-1.
At the same time, yeah, I mean, the level 9 Bologna is not going to be getting nearly as much gold or experience from killing the Fenrir over and over again. So as rough as a game as Tupac is having, the Fenrir... Okay, so his early game's kind of kaput right now, obviously. You can't do anything. But he's in the solo lane anyways. You're not expecting him to be there early. You're pretty much have him there just to farm and to become that tank assassin later on, as Metapsychosis is going to get plucked here on the left-hand side. Lurking through the waters is going to be used. Ninja Sniper going to go ahead and pop out his Circle Protection. Thor Ultimate coming out as well. Big damage coming out. Ninja's going to heal up a little bit. Spirit Ball's going to connect. Root might do some helping right there, but there goes Wingus. One shot is the Sobek, and Psychosis will pick that up. Benny Q has no mana, and this might be a disengage, but Totable is not having any of it.
Yeah, Totable not having a single thing there. goes to the fight, does find Calgon in the end there, and Jungler kills Jungler in the end, as now set up right off of the Gold Fury are Vishus and Delishus. They've actually pulled a gold lead right now, and they're growing it even further, so playing a great farm game right now, and responding quite nicely and kills a quick scourge on the Metam right there. Will be met with a quick return around sleep onto Roasty right there. So Tupac made a rotation, pulled Roasty over as well away from the farm game, but at the same time, Roasty still wants blood. He wants a red buff. He's going to be a bit too late on that one, though, so Totable and Metam should be able to secure this one for Ninja quite easily.
Yeah, nice job waiting for Ninja right there. Make sure he got the last hit available on that minion. XP Tupac just playing smart. Get waving right, push it up, get a little bit of a wave in mid when I make the rotation, back up. Let's go back to the right-hand side and see what we can do. And eventually, he will be Fenrir, as that ultimate is really what he's there for.
And that's exactly what he's going to need to do in these late games, especially if he can get that leap in for some kind of small AoE stun at least. So, all in all, Tupac's going to become that cheese AoE bot late game, so he should be fine and dandy, as long as he'll just get some farm as this game continues.
Well, he's got boots online, so he'll be a little bit quicker and able to run around, as the Bologna does have a steel mail up and running. That's probably going to turn into a mystical mail more than likely. Don't really see that turning into anything else other than that. Once that mystical gets online, really Tupac's going to have his hands even further full. I mean, he's level 8 to level 9. In all honesty, he's down the goal, but the levels aren't really that big of a difference here, so Roasty might have to be careful. Here comes Totable. Might have a jump in. There's a stun, and that's going to be a kill for Tupac. That's awesome, because that's going to be a huge shutdown kill right there. Well, the shutdown was already there, but Tupac's going to find a nice kill on a player that's a little bit higher level than him. He's going to get right back into this match, but mid lane is now being focused down right here by Panda Puncher and Thor.
Even though I don't think we're going to have enough pressure to really push down the tower that much, especially before Totable arrives. So Tupac got a little bit of free farm, got some free time, and now Ninja Sniper ready to make up for this one here. He's going for the fight as Dumas locked out alone, but it seems like Metapsychosis is actually the one to be punished for this here, as Dumas goes lurking in the waters. The AoE is good here, as the come down from Calgon will be great as well. The wall will land on the Ninja here, as the Metapsychosis is dead, but the Noxious Fumes are even better here, as Panda Puncher will secure the kill on Ninja Sniper here. A quick series of kills in the duo lane here, and nobody to respond here. Vicious and Delicious might end up losing a Gold Fury here, as Calgon goes around from the side to make sure nobody's incoming. They should secure this one for free here, but Totable, like I said, he doesn't let things go for free. He's going to be trying to make his way over there as fast as he can, but I don't quite think Suku's legs can paddle him fast enough. Dumas coming close to death there, but will survive as Arcane Nova get the Gold Fury.
Totable still not letting it happen. He's going to blink forward. He misses the three right there.
Oh, maybe not. Dumas still going. He's still surviving here as now Calgon showing up for a bit of help here, and a little close there. Totable might have bit off a bit more than he can chew going for that one.
Yeah, he's in the back end of things. He's not in a happy spot, as he's just trying to really survive at this point in time. Oh, he's going to use Gravity Surge on top of the Agni. He'll dash away, though, and now he's in a Berserker Barrage. Beautiful stun out as Fumes will come out, but that's the Feather Step. That's going to avoid a lot of damage. Totable still riding around. He's on top of Suku. Metapsychosis picks apart QQ in the left-hand lane, and he does have the 2v1 scenario, but he's going to lose the 3v1 unless his Suku comes back up, but that's not going to happen. But there goes Ninja Sniper with the Spirit Ball. Oh.
Unfortunately, there's no real ability to follow up on that one, especially with Dumas right there in your face. No way you can really keep trying to risk that play on this if you're Ninja Sniper. So, a pretty solid play, actually, from Totable right there, getting the kill in the 2v1 and walking away with a worth play.
Yeah, I mean, very good right there. Again, we haven't actually even talked about the fact that this Shablanca in this game has 2 kills as well already, so that's a 10 additional power. So that's going to help out with the boxing match, but at this point in time, Benny Q still has the push potential with Swarm and with Honeys right now, and he is showing that as Dumas is just taking a lot of poke right now from the Honey.
He's taking quite a bit of poke here, and he's got to play it incredibly safe here. Dumas getting absolutely abused under his own tower here, trying to find his way in for the pluck me, but it might be a bit too late here. Stuck inside the Honey. Stinger will miss it there, but the bees gonna keep him nice and low. If Benny Q wants to start something, he's looking for it. If he finds his way in for the Honey, it'll be amazing for him. It's up, he's up, but here comes Metapsychosis from the back line, and now, well, Hart actually might just went around. He's got backup on the side of Benny Q. Locked down on the Hart. Here he goes. Wing Gust coming down right on top of that as Dumas will fall. The double for Ninja right there in the back of his Wing Gust Spirit detonation right there. And we will see a sure deal here as Panda late to the party. And Ninja already walking on his double here. A quick jump in from Metapsychosis right into the Spirit Ball. Everything's set up so perfectly right there. But the lockdown not fast enough from Panda Puncher here. Benny Q on the hunt here for more. But Totable finds his way in. He secures the kill as Arcane Nova. Things go sour. They're now behind in gold despite getting the gold period.
Spam your Craigasm for Ninja Sniper.
What a play there for Ninja.
Spam your crate. My jaw dropped when it was just uppercut into the spirit ball. Perfectly timed spirit ball into the face of the Agni. Took a whole bunch of damage. There was really no way Agni was going to get away with that as soon as Total came around. More damage coming out. This is why you ban out Isis against Ninja. He's got no mana. There might be look to re-engage on this. He's going to get slowed. Ninja is going to fall here. He's out of mana. Can't really do nothing about that. But at the same point in time, he is going to be on point with his Isis. He's already picked up 2 kills, 2 and 3. And as you said, being that they gave up first blood and 3 kills in the solo lane, they're right here on the game.
It's really surprising how close this game is, despite how much Vishus and Delishus have ended up giving up, and that's really a testament to how well they're farming on these gods right now. Is people tend to underestimate just how important farm is in Smite. In addition to getting these kills, it's not the kills that are the greatest thing that you want. It's what comes after the kills. It's the free farm you get. It's the extra time in lane and experience you get. It's the chances towards these big objectives that you get here, and well, now Metempsychosis might lock down another one here. A quick knock-up right into a pull from Totable. The combo is perfect, locking down Panda inside of his own dash with the Totable, just in time with the mini root and stun right there, as he does make an escape as well. And all in all, a series of great plays from Vishus are making things rougher.
Oh, Betty Q is getting. He might be able to get Heart QQ right here. He'll pick up his stinger, so he'll at least have his ultimate back up. Here comes Store, might try to wall him off. This is where AMC can get scary if he's not able to get away, but well, with that little lag spike speed up boost that just occurred, Betty Q kind of jumps a couple frames and is able to get into his lane safe and sound, as there are 3 members over here, but Isis is rotating along with Kubakarna, and this might be a blink in Mez right here. They're going to try to go ahead and get Dumas. There goes his ultimate coming out. Wall's going to separate the parties right there, and at the end of the day, nothing's going to happen, but this might be a tier 1.
Yeah, it might be a tier 1 and maybe a dive here, as Dumas going to get locked down. No Spirit Ball to follow up, but a stinger is good. Silence this time will connect perfectly as Ninja Sniper picks up a free kill onto Dumas right there. And now Vishus and Delishus have turned things heads on heels right here as they look to push on through. Metempsychosis is just tanking up the lines of Arcane Nova right now. The tier 2 is actually going to get aggressed on by them, and they need to make something happen here. As Total, he wants to get aggressive. He wants to get in the jungle of Arcane Nova right now, and there's no real response they can reasonably have on their side.
Yeah, they got rid of Sobek, and that time, instead of using the Spirit Ball, Isis, Ninja Sniper decides to use the Silence and silence out the Pluck. So Sobek is not able to use Charge Prey to get away like he wanted to. So Versus going for the damage using the Silence. So smart play by Ninja right there, but here comes the rest of the team right now. Panda Puncher going to have the beads out of that one and dash into his tier 2. But there goes the Thor ultimate right now. Totable's in the back end of the wrong side of the damage. Benny Q's in the back trying to make sure he doesn't die. Metempsychosis is in the tower just attacking it. He's going to take the tower. He's like, I want this dead. Ninja Sniper's going to Spirit Ball over the wall. 3. He gets 3.
And one more shot as well as this fight still breaks out across the map. His ultimate is good right there. His Dumas getting low as well. At the same time, we see Metempsychosis going in. But here comes Tupac from the backside, ready to get revenge. At the same time, Totem and Benny survived their 2v1 duel. And Tupac shows up for the action. As now, Calgon, the only one left to survive. He's going to try to make a play here. But the health bars are so low across the board. A perfect stun ball right in the back of Tupac's play here. As Benny Q low into the dark.
So close, Benny Q.
Here. As such a close series of engagements there. In the back of that fight, Heart QQ and the duel from Total as well got so down to the wire. It was one hit for both of them. And in the end, Total pulled out the win there as well.
Yeah, that was a close fight right there. And then in the mid lane, there was just a ton of close fights. Benny Q was, he just got outnumbered right there. Bologna has Scourge up and available. There was a Thor hanging out. Just too many numbers. He tried to make one pick happen while he went down, but wasn't able to get the pick. Ends up falling himself in that trade. But at the end of the day, this is just going to be, this is a nice fight for them still. Tupac has gotten back into the game. He's level 14. He's pretty much evened out in levels right now. Gold Fury is being started. Metempsychosis, big uppercut going to come through. He'll stop out 1. And here goes the Mez, but he's not going to find anybody.
He's got the backup too this time, but Metempsychosis alone with so many members here. Spirit Ball over the wall, hitting nobody right there. So Metempsychosis' life might be forfeit here as Tupac all the way on the other side of the map here. No more teleport for at least 20 seconds here. So that's how much time Vishus has to buy. Ninja Sniper so low on mana. They've got to make these plays pinpoint and perfect as Calgon goes up to dissuade anything out of the rest of his team here. As now the Gold Fury dropping very slowly here. Calgon dives in deep in this fight. As from the backside comes Tupac. Benny Q starts off this fight with a kill. In goes Tupac here. Gold Fury getting lower and lower by the second.
Vishus and Delishus gets it!
Vishus will get it right there. As now Tupac ripping through this fight right here. Roasty so low. Gets pulled back in by Totable. He's dodging every swipe. Parrying to the left here as Totable flies on through. The stun, not quite going to connect. That's going to be a great disarm here as Panda Puncher trying to survive here, but Tupac goes big in the backside. We're picking up Benny Q as well, as Benny Q now alone. The meteors will rain, but Panda Puncher getting boxed here. Tupac, boxing him in for sure. One shot will do it, though. If Panda Puncher can't survive Spirit Ball, he dodges away from it just in time, hearing that one coming. And now the stun will be good. Panda Puncher, can you escape? Can you pull it off? Here's Tupac raining on in. He goes for the execute.
He dies in the tower!
Just in time. He gets the execute, and Panda Puncher will fall in the end here as Dumas pulls out a quick pause to give us a little break. Vishus and Delishus pull off an incredible Gold Fury steal and a great fight off the back of it.
Yeah, the swarm ticking right there. Then Honey, I think, was added. I'm not sure what secured that, whether it was the Wheelix pounce in on Suku or not, or whether it was Honey / Swarm that ended up taking it. Regardless, a little bit of a misplay over there by Arcane, thinking that they didn't have the damage to do it. Swarm and that did a lot of damage. They ended up picking up a couple of kills. They lost Metapsychosis early in the fight, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter. They got gold and picked up a couple more kills, so Panda was able to at least die to tower, so didn't give up the bounty. He'll take the res timer of 40 seconds, but he didn't give up the kill, and he didn't give up any gold for that death.
It didn't give up too much other than a little bit of tower pressure here, and Vishus and Delishus ready to abuse that nice lead they got. At the end of the day, what a nice steal there out of Vishus and Delishus. A great series of plays from them, as Young Paw should be coming out in the next few moments or so, as well as Arcane Purple. Apparently was having a few lag issues on the jungler's side right there, but all in all, a great series of engagement. Just now, Vishus and Delishus coming back from being behind here, and now solidly in the lead by about 4,000.
Yeah, they definitely went in and turned it up a notch with that steal. That was a huge, huge spike right there in the graphs. You can see 4,500, you said. Really, it's a big, it's the XP difference. Again, after Tupac he got beat up in the soul lane because of frame issues, but he was able to come back, level up, farm, and just do what he had to do. Played it really smart. Didn't let it get inside of his head that he was down and almost out of the game. Knew that he could do it, and the rest of the team just farmed efficiently. 9,000 experience difference doesn't happen by accident.
It doesn't happen by accident, and this is where we're really seeing Vishus and Delishus, their experience as a team, really starting to show through in these later engagements here. As many of the trolly or big personalities they have on their team right there, they really know how to come through in the end and just show up when it matters so far. So all in all, very good showing from them. And Arcane Nova now have a pretty tough ball in their court to handle here. And the question is, how can they really pull back for Wing Engineer? They've got the Shibalanke with 3 kills right now, but he's been getting punished in almost every fight since then.
Yeah, I mean, they're really trying to focus down the Shablanc. You got to make sure that he doesn't get ahead as he is. Heart QQ just trying to fight a lot of these little battles. The boxing matches have come down to the last second. Benny Q was able to take him out earlier. Then Wheelix was able to take him out. Totable. At the end of the day, he's just kind of losing these matchups very, very close as the game has now resumed. Hopefully there's no more lag issues for the junglers, as right now Calgun and Dumas are the only ones up and available for their team. Heart QQ, though, and Roasty back in the action here as we speak, so everyone should probably go back to their lanes and continue farming. Buff camps are up pretty much all over the map. There's a whole wave in the right-hand side for somebody to take, and, well, looks like on the left-hand side, Metapsychosis says, I want this wave.
He's going to get that wave free and fine. All waves belong to support, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Heart QQ. Shows up to the party, but a little bit late. His purple buff has been claimed by an angry Yeti right now, so he's got to worry about that one. Metapsychosis might want to find an engagement. Blinks over the top, looking for the fight, but he's pulled away. The escape from Heart QQ right there, right into a Spirit Ball. Root follows up as well. The CC chain is perfect here, but Heart QQ looking to duel. That's going to be a quick circle protection, but not quite needed there. Just giving a little bit of healing to Ninja Sniper and friends as the rest of Arcane Nova teleport in for the fight here.
That's a huge misplay, I think, on Roasty's end. I think Roasty's teleport, he has the back already. I think he thought, yeah, because the tier 1 on the right-hand side is going to go down, and they should not let Roasty back for free if they can avoid it. Benny Q and Ninja not going to let that happen. They'll 2v2 on this side, as the right-hand side is getting pushed down with TP3 available for Fenrir. If Roasty backs, he can teleport left.
And now it's just a no-win situation here. Catch-22 for Arcane Nova. They've got no real way to pull anything off here. They're going to have to try to find a fight, but, well, Dumas can't quite do it as Metapsychosis coming in from the flank. This could be disastrous for the rest of Arcane Nova as Dumas taking so much damage. Calgun goes up.
Split push Fenrir is still going.
Fenrir just going to keep going here. All they got to do is buy time on Vishus and Delishus, and right now, this is not what you want to be doing on Arcane Nova's side. There's no good situation here as Arcane Nova, they're going to lose a tier 2 tower no matter what happens. They're just not reacting fast enough. This will be a tier 2 tower, possibly going down on both sides. They're both so low. I forget where it comes on through as Panda Puncher getting absolutely shredded and chunked right there. Meta will go into the sleepy time right there. Might get bursted down in time with the auto attacks, and he does go down over the way to Heart QQ right there. And it looks like we'll see a little bit of lag there, but at the end of the day, 2 tier 2 towers falling in the end for Vishus and Delishus as Arcane Nova, despite getting the kill, are going to come out behind. This one they could find Ninja Sniper here, and they should right there as the damage is good. Heart QQ with a double right there, but is it worth is the question. If they can find Totable, maybe, especially because the Heart QQ right there, but he's out of mana, out of time, and Totable going to fall in the end of Calgun right there. Vishus lose several kills, but they gain 2 towers in trade.
That's 3,000 gold and map pressure. I'll take that. I'll let my whole team die for map pressure and 2 towers and 3k gold. That's fine right there. If you look at the graphs, the gold differential is 7,100. Took a little bit of a dip right there on the bottom side, or the end, if you can see it. Experience took a tiny dip going down right there. But at the end of the day, yeah, they got some kills, but the map pressure is what's huge. Only one tier 2 tower remains, and that's in the mid lane, which is nice, but without the map pressure on the side, you're going to be in trouble. Tupac with a big 2-man stun in the mid lane, going to try to continue onto this. He's going to beat that out. He wants to go ahead and get Panda Puncher if he can. He's going to eat him up right now, but does he have enough damage to follow it through is the question. And he's going to try some auto attacks. Oh, he misses it with the dodge, and Swarm's not going to connect. Panda Puncher's still alive. Tupac has to be wary. He's going to have to back out of this. The plug's going to come out. Benny Q just trying. Mez is not quite in range, just out of it, but here comes the Roasty. He's got Frostbound Hammer and Mystical Mail. This is not a happy place for Benny Q. He does not want to be here as an AMC.
Yeah, he's trying to find his way out here. He's going to get the slow and stuff down, but it might not be enough here as Benny Q going to get leapt upon by Roasty right there. Met him actually buying time and safety here. Roasty will be stopped in his tracks alongside Calgon as now Totable rejoins the brawl right now. Ninja Sniper coming in for the flank if he can find it. Ward set up around the map here. Epic Uppercut is good. Will we find the Spirit Ball? Over the wall it should come. He's got the lockdown if he wants it. Stun, not quite ready just yet, but the silence is good for now. And Arcane Nova getting some time and safety as it looks like Vicious and Delicious want to back off for now.
I gotta say, they've displayed so good all game right now. I mean, the farming has been amazing. Tupac's actually 2 levels ahead right now of everyone as the fight continues on the left-hand side. Metapsychosis is in a ton of trouble. 5 men over there. He's going to end up falling. Did he take any ultimates? It looks like he did. The only ultimate available is Agni's, and that doesn't really count because that's just free. So he just has to wait a couple seconds to get some bombs. They'll take out some sentry wards there on the left-hand side. Metapsychosis will find his 6th death of the matchup with 2 kills on his end. So he's been getting picked off a little bit, but Sobek has 6 deaths as well.
Yeah, picked off and picked on every side it seems here. But, well, so far, everybody's surviving despite that in 29-19. This game getting incredibly intense kill-wise here, but the gold lead still sitting solid in favor of Vicious and Delicious. Should be a free gold fury going their way. It's a bit too late to stop them now as they do a ton of damage to these objectives. And Vicious and Delicious walking away with a fairly massive lead right now. Arcane Nova try to show up in time to stop it, but all they can do is try to maybe wait and make a play on the back, but over the wall.
Panda Puncher
was absolutely insane.
Wow.
3 kill taken down. Tupac secures it here, but at what cost? He's got the leap away, so none at all it seems. But Ninja Sniper may pay with his life, slowed down by the curse here. But unfortunately, Sobek misses wide right there, as now Totable showing up. Benny Q secures the kill, and we should see a pressure on forward from Vicious and Delicious. 2 for nothing right there. And now Tupac joining the party as well. Brutalize on forward for the extra momentum here, as Arcane Nova got to back up and back off, it seems, as this could be a guaranteed easy siege for Vicious and Delicious. We do see Metapsychosis walking in slowly from the backside, so they can keep.
Well, what else is he supposed to do? He's a Kumba.
Yeti.
Yeah. He has to walk slowly. If he walked fast, it'd be OP. have you seen Kumba with speed buff? That's ridiculous. He just goes around.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, Calgon is in the air right now in this tier 2. He's going to crash down. Ninja Sniper's going to have a little bit of damage. The Gravity Surge is going to come out, though, on top of it. Are they going to be able to pick him off is the question. On the back end, Calgon gets 1. Will he get 2? Beads is going to come out for the teleport. He's going to have that available. Benny Q falls down. They went a little deep for this tier 2. That's still not down yet. Tupac's going to ult out. Ragnarok his way to victory right there. Metapsychosis is still attacking this tower because he's messed out. He wants it. Come on! Oh!
But he's not going to get it, unfortunately. Metapsychosis is tower bait right there. As Vicious lose 3 in exchange for no tower right there. A great fight from Arcane Nova all in all.
Yeah, Arcane Nova really turned that one. That was a really smart play. Dove a little bit too deep where the boys in blue and red came back with that Thor dunk. It was able to split the fight. And that's really what Thor's there for, is to split that fight up and make sure that he is able to get to the backline. And as the backline was trying to put pressure on the tower, they weren't able to. And Thor kind of disrupted everything in the front and lost it because Benny Q and Kumba were a little bit too far up.
Just a little bit too far up, and now Arcane Nova actually looking to punish even further. Exactly what they need to be doing here. Taking advantage of the win in that fight, and now they're pushing forward. Forcing back Vicious and Delicious here. Tupac might get a bit too deep in this fight here, but Duma keeping himself forward and aggressive right now. Will take down a tier 2 tower here, and Arcane Nova responding incredibly well to what they just won right there. They still got plenty of free tier 1 towers off to the side if they want to take them at some point, but a great response from Arcane Nova. Will take advantage of a poor play from Vicious and Delicious right there.
Yeah, and with that, we'll take a quick peek at the graphs as they're starting to dip in the downwards direction. Not what you want to see, but Fire Giant might be the call here with the fact that they see everyone backing with no coverage. This might be a really sneaky Fire Giant. Benny Q has the damage, and so does everybody else. And, well, they're already 50% done with this, and that's proper tanking being done right now as Benny Q hasn't gotten knocked up at all yet. Fire comes out. There goes the Lava Pools. Vicious and Delishus to sneak out the Fire Giant. Thor's going to be up in the air a little bit too little too late, but they can't gather up as Ninja Sniper might be the target to go on. He won't get Ninja, and Tupac jumps up in the air. Great counterplay right there. Circle Protection going to be used to try to help out, but here comes the rest of the ultimates, and this is going to be a big engagement.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge one right now. As Tupac locked in the backside. He's blocking on the backline so well as Totemal picks up another Benny Q. Finds the Heartless play right there as he takes down Toasty on his runaway right there. Tupac leaps on forward. The med falls short there, but instead, Calgon is off to the side. He's got to find a way out as Totemal blinks on over. He's got Heart QQ locked down as Metapsychos is keeping the body block up as that Yeti is a massive threat. In he goes. Looking for the fight. Tupac a little deep there. Will probably be bait for Heart QQ right there, but Heart QQ can't quite follow over the wall as now Metapsychos is locking down his enemies. Calgon, alone with so many threats, tries to throw Mjolnir.
Can they end here? With 5? They have 5. They could end.
There's 5 strong here for Vicious, and they're going to go for it, actually. This could be big here, and I don't think Heart QQ has the damage or the
7,000 HP, 5,000, 4,000, 3, 2, 1, and yeah.
Titan will fall right there as Vicious take the victory over Arcane Nova right there. A close call in the beginning, but Arcane Nova just couldn't play hard enough, and Vicious and Delishus walk away with a pretty big win.
That was a huge win. I mean, it was a small little opportunity to get that Fire Giant. They took it, and then all of a sudden, the team fight occurred. Well, with Fire Giant damage and regen, they were able to outlast the Siege, and then they just got a free Phoenix. Well, with 4 members down, you kind of just finished the game on that note. And GG, Vicious, and Delishus, they will be going to our semifinals matchup. They're the first one that I know of. If you take a look and type exclamation point brackets, you'll get the updated versions right there, and we will see who we go off against. It's going to be Team Resist, or we will be going to stream Team 2-inch versus Arcane Purple versus Arcane Nova this time around. So a lot of Arcanes out here. But anyways, at the end of the day, guys, give us a few minutes. We'll be right back with our first semifinals matchup, and then we'll bring in the finals as soon as that's over with.